32.
Yeah.
Right, it's myself, K Stars, got Ryan in the building, one like K Crush.
Yes, yes.
These two motherfuckers up on a high horse today.
I want to start off my day. I can start off the pod just by saying Happy Mother's Day.
Oh yeah, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Yeah.
We love you.
I'll tell you. Even the dead ones.
Not true.
Yeah,
Even the ones that are out in the rave getting bullied by man. Just because they say hello to people.
Oh, okay, Jules says he's doing that Mother's Day right now. He's waiting for food, so that's why he's not here.
Alright, nah, that's cool. Calm, man.
Yeah, man, celebrate the
Do
team.
them duties.
To be fair, I need to pass by my mum's after and drop off her card, so.
Yeah, I couldn't really fly up to Brum.
Nah.
Not today.
You say that, but you could.
I'll tell Alicia locked in.
Nah, yeah, I went
To Alicia.
Did you go to work today? You didn't work today? You still could have went, to be fair.
To be fair, I'm surprised you're not hanging, bro.
I'm surprised either. Because, yeah, normally I just go out for an hour and I feel dead the next day. I had work. And I went out on Friday.
Oh yeah, he's on a double.
Yeah.
How was Friday?
Wild.
Yeah?
Yeah. One too many pipe dreams.
Pipe dreams. All type pipe and slippers, them man there.
Oh, tight. Them.
So what are we saying? What are we getting into straight away?
Right. So Garage Nation last night was alright.
It was fun. It was fun.
I had a thriller.
Nah, it was fun. It was a good night.
I heard it was fun.
Nah,
Yeah.
it was a good night, so.
Yeah. Shout out to Garage Nation crew. Was it when Southwest Dance Festival again?
4th of August.
Yeah, 4th of August. Yeah.
Cleve Rugby Club, Bristol.
Yeah.
Gonna be another banger.
Catch us there at that. But yeah, last night was live. I enjoyed myself, but I seen one wild moment.
Oh, go on.
So I'm DJing. I see a girl I know. I can't remember her name. That shows how well I know her.
Okay, so
She's
it's
just one of them
close
people.
like that.
Yeah, just one of them people I've seen about in raves.
Yeah.
Like we spoke, said hello, whatever, and
Yeah.
that's it. I might even have her on social media. I don't even know. But yeah, shout out to Jay White and Katie locked in on the live stream. So yeah, back to that. I don't really know her like that. She sees me DJing, her eyes light up. She's there like, hi, but there's like a brother walking in front of her. I can kind of tell the vibe that it's her dude, innit?
Yeah.
So I just kind of nod. And as she's walking, because it's the upstairs room, so she's walking as if she's going down the stairs to the cloakroom.
Okay.
So if you could picture it in O2.
Yeah.
So there's the little partition there. So he's walked past the partition, she's behind him, and she's stopped just as about to go to the partition and leaned back and like waved at me. I see her arm reach out and drag her. I don't see her again until I finish DJing.
Oh, no.
Shit.
So then, when I go downstairs, after a few things, I see her, and
Is she alright?
she's calm.
Yeah.
The brothers walked past me, and she's walking up the stairs off the dance floor. And I'm stood by the bar area. So she walks over and goes, hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm good, good. Just that general chit chat, hi, hello. That's as far as the conversation gets. And then all of a sudden, my man walks in, and when I tell you, he puts his head between me and her. And it's like, to him, loud enough for I can hear him, who's this?
Oh shit.
I'm stood there like, who's this guy?
Have you seen this brother before?
Nope, don't know him. He's a friend, I just saying hello. And it's like, why you could fucking be with him then? And I'm thinking, obviously he's got the wrong end of the stick, what's going on here?
He must have been drunk as well.
He was wavy, blood.
Yeah.
So I tap him on the shoulder. The guy, I'm a big dude, innit? But he's bigger than me.
Okay, yeah.
He's taller,
Well, like Royds?
fat. Like he goes gym.
Stocky. So they're
Stocky.
them pretty stocky. Like.
Stocky, but then why is he probably kills 20 kg in the gym and he looks kind of hench.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them guys.
Yeah, so he's there. I tap him on the shoulder to just go like, bruh, like it's not even that. Like she's just saying hello. Like no, there's nothing go on in like that.
No, did you like put your hand on his shoulder? Did you like cuff him? You know when you put that
Nah, I didn't
hand on the back of
Nah, you should.
Nah.
Just cuff him in the back of the neck.
It was a firm on the shoulder.
Okay, yeah.
Because he's bigger than me, innit?
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to be soft and just be like, yo, bro, like.
You showing okay, so
You talk your chest
I
out.
put bass in my voice.
you're showing presence, but you're not trying to small it
I
up.
showed that I can bench a decent weight, chest out.
Hey, flexing.
I might have tensed the tricep a little bit. You know, just let brother know that I'm not
Soft.
like that.
Yeah.
So, bro, he doesn't even acknowledge that my hand's on his shoulder, bro.
He didn't even feel
He's
it.
still barking at the girl.
So
I-
he even paid no mind.
No.
Okay.
So I then move and step in between him and her and say, bro, I don't know what you think's going on here, but she just said hello, innit? I'm not here to cause any dramas or issues. I don't know what your situation is, but she just said hello to me, said hello back, and that's all the conversation's doing.
Honestly, he didn't give a shit about you.
He didn't care, bro.
You know, you should have realised from when you actually tried to like.
Yeah, he didn't care about you. His
He
issue
didn't-
was
he didn't
her.
care.
There's a point here, I'm not gonna lie. You know that Homer Simpson meme when he starts to
Fade into
fade
the
into
bush.
the bush?
He's that guy.
That was me. Because the next thing I saw, yeah, he just, what did he say to her? No, he did, after he acknowledged me, after I stood in between them,
Yeah.
he just looked at me and goes, I don't trust her. And I'm
Why you
like,
wouldn't?
as I said to her, so why are you with her then if you don't trust her? That's when he blanked me. And just went straight back to her.
Like, you know what it is? It touched him in the soul. So you touched him deep.
Mm.
You know, there wasn't. No
He-
one's actually
he- he
asking that
doesn't care
question.
about- he
There's
doesn't
no
care.
response.
He's like, oh shit.
So there's two options.
Now he's more vexed.
To go at her or scrap you.
True.
But he knows that his issue's with her, so he's just not going to ask the question to switch back his attention.
Thank you, because I did not want to get punched in the middle of Guys Nation.
Over nothing.
Over
Over
nothing.
nothing.
Over something which has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
So I'm there, stood there like fading into the back, thinking, okay, calm, I can just dip out and just carry on with what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And as I'm stepping away, all I hear is, he walks off, and then he comes back. Like he walks off, she looks over at me like all timid, like in the sense of like she's looking at me like eyes just like
Bambi.
like Bambi,
Yeah.
and looking at me and say, sorry. Sorry about all that. He's walked off.
She knows what could have really
Yeah.
happened right there.
Yeah.
He's already cussed her and walked off.
So he's done now.
He's
So
like,
he stormed
fuck
off.
you, storms
Okay.
off.
Guys have been slapped for less.
And then,
Mm.
as she looks over to say, oh, sorry about all that, it gets like that sometimes, he then storms back. So what? You still chatting to him then?
Yo, what's wrong with this guy?
Yeah.
What's wrong with
You
you?
walk- you
Listen,
walk
why
off-
is he with it? We don't trust it.
Exactly.
He walked off and you thought, yeah, this is done. And he turned around and,
And
she
she
was
went
still
straight back to
there.
it.
So he thought, no, she's taking a piss.
Big man for addiction.
Oh, and then so, at that point, I'm like, bruh, like, there's nothing going on here. He then looks at her, puts his hand in her face, pushes her,
Got forcefully.
forcefully.
Like then she go flying.
How she didn't drop on the floor, I don't know. She
Yeah,
must.
the floor's slippery in there.
It's slippery in that bitch, bro. And she must have decent, I don't know, grip. She must have like
What?
good
it-
shit creps on.
It may happen a few more
Stabilise
times. It may happen in the past a few times.
Yeah, it's happened before, so she's got the balance.
So
in her
she
legs.
knows like what to do now, innit?
Oh, the muscle memory kicked in.
Yeah,
Kicked
yeah.
in, then she's like, cool, yeah, yeah.
The calves tense.
Yeah,
Yeah, toes
the
grip the
core.
floor.
Yeah,
Remember,
there.
when he does it, put the left leg back first.
That's
Yeah,
She braced herself. She saw the arm up.
yeah, man, brace for the impact.
Oh god.
God bless her.
So he palmed her in the face, yeah?
Palmed in the face. She kind of stumbled back, and then she's not saying anything. She's like, "I'm sorry, I didn't do nothing." He then spits in her face.
Sorry, I was not cutting it.
Woo!
She got tucked up last night.
Woo!
Yeah, what would happen when they got home?
Yeah.
Woo, she didn't go home.
When I left,
Go
when
on.
I left, she was still there on her own.
Yeah, she knew what was good for her. She
So
was going
he's
home.
gone.
He's kicked, but she's so shook. She stood there on her own, scared to acknowledge or talk to nobody.
Fuck.
But what would you expect, really? My man just pushed you and spat in your face in the dance.
And she's probably going home to.
He made a scene. Yeah, it's probably happened a few times. He probably like broke up back in the day.
Yeah, see, that's all mad.
Over it.
That's all mad.
But I don't understand.
I felt
if,
sorry for her.
if you don't trust
She
her,
shouldn't tolerate
because
it.
she must have cheated on him in the past or something for him to act that way to say I don't trust her.
Nah, there's some proper power people.
There's
out there.
something. Oh yeah,
There's
he
some
could
guys
be some
yeah,
power.
power.
Avoided that power.
Yeah.
Nutcase.
Yeah.
But anyway,
So yeah,
leave her in it.
that's what, that would be my advice to him.
So I'm the Batman.
Batman.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, where's the mask?
Left it over.
Captain Saber.
Captain
You
Saber.
call him Captain Saber? No, I'm not saying that.
Oh.
Mate, she
Yes.
got pushed in her face and spat in her face.
In front of you.
Yeah, and
I
you
told
didn't do that.
you, I was doing my best Homer Simpson impression. I was fading into that bush.
You don't want that smell, that.
No, but I suppose you don't want to get drawn up. Yeah, you don't get drawn up into
You know
that.
you're drunk.
You don't have to.
Let's peak though.
You don't have to get drawn in.
You
Fuck
didn't
that.
give two fucks about you, innit?
Especially just want to bust a skank and all the juice. Yeah, you want to get drawn up into that in a place that you're working in it.
I'll be honest, yeah. If I knew the gal better, like she was a close enough brethren,
Yeah.
I would have stepped in and said, "Nah, blood, you can't do that." I'm not gonna lie. I was looking for security in it. I wasn't gonna get involved. I wasn't gonna get involved. At the moment it happened, I stopped and I looked around and I was looking to see if anyone else saw this
Yeah.
and what they were gonna do.
You're hoping someone else is going to jump in first.
And no one did, just carried on with their business.
Everyone just carried on like it wasn't happening.
They saw the 15 cent and thought you were back.
No, they weren't even looking at it as if to say, right, there's something about to pop off. What's gonna happen?
Now you know what it is? They've probably been to Bear Garage Nation and seen the same thing happen. The same chick, so they thought, fuck it, she's gonna go back to him anyway. So what's the point?
From she said to me, oh sorry, he gets like this. She obviously
It's
knows.
a regular thing.
You put catch one, Jeremy
But
Carlson.
first of all, the man is not acceptable to do that. And second of all, if you don't trust what the fuck you be doing with that,
If she's getting you to that point where you have to do that,
yeah. And then
you might as well leave, innit?
And then third, if you're a female, don't take that shit, man.
Nah.
Nah,
Don't take that shit.
You're better
female or
than
not, no one,
You
don't let
should-
nobody spit in your
Yeah,
face.
you
innit?
shouldn't take that shit,
But
man.
regardless, definitely.
that. Talking about
I'm not saying
Cause
that she could have done anything to my man, like, you probably would have body slammed her and shit.
But you gotta think, right?
I don't take
If
that.
he's brazen enough to that in public, in front of people, in front of you, think about what he's willing to do behind closed doors.
Yeah,
True.
Fuck that, that's a mad thing. Some guys need to behave themselves.
they definitely do. They definitely do. Shout out to what's it? Marie Angel 2013 locked in, regular viewer and that, and Quickstar.
Yeah, but that's mad. Like, the thing is, I'm surprised actually though.
Well,
Last night it went surprisingly well. There was no like actual drama, you know.
I saw security get gassed. Like they turned on the lights on the dance floor and everything,
right.
and there was nothing really going on.
We're saying that prevention's better than cause. Was it prevention's better than?
From what I can see, it kind of I can see why they rushed to it, because instantly when the light turned on, it looked like something was going on in the crowd.
Yeah.
But then when I clocked it more, it was like it looked like someone was dancing and just bumped someone.
Yeah.
You know that little moment when someone's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
And it looks like it could be something, and then they just carried on dancing.
Yeah.
Just talking, that's all.
Yeah.
But
Just
that's-
let my man know, innit?
But the thing is, I reckon it is better that a venue does that to bring attention to what's going on, because then security can get to it straight. Because sometimes when you're in Monterey and they're trying to shuffle through the crowd and the crowd don't know what's going on, so it's taking long to get there.
Yeah.
It's better to switch on the light, boom, 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 done it, and then get them out. The only problem is when it happens about 10 times in the night and you're thinking, are people just scrapping constantly now? Is this Royal Rumble on the dance floor or something? Because there's some venues
I
you
didn't
go
buy
to.
tickets for WWF.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. There's some venues you go to, and that is the procedure. If there's something like mad going on with dance floor, they'll switch on the lights, they'll stop the music, security will rush in, break it down, start it back in. It fucks up the flow of the music or whatever.
Yeah.
But if it happens like twice,
If it's a
Alright.
peak night.
That reminds me of the time when we were in Coventry. I ain't gonna say the name of the venue.
when the dogs are running around.
Blood. It kicked off. They turned the lights on. Let off the dogs. Free on the leash.
And all the black people throwing the dogs in
What?
it.
What?
What
Police?
type of dogs?
Police
Police
dogs.
dogs. Because how they do it up there, yeah, is if it's a big rave, they work with the police. So if they know certain ends like Coventry, there might be
Yeah.
gang issues going on at the moment or whatever at the time, then they'll get police to be additional to the security, which I rate. I think that's a good way of doing it because you will iron out a lot of potential problems, because if you know the
It
police
deters
are
certain
going to be
people to
there,
go there.
yeah, and then you don't have all those issues which you get at big raves when you've got a large queue outside, when you've got the arguments about people pushing in and
I'll tell you
rushing the
now.
door.
From when man got to the venue, stepped in. I even going to talk about the long guns the police had outside. But got in there, and then say like you walk in the doorway and there's like instantly steps to your left to go upstairs into room 2, and then you walk straight to get into the main room. And there's like a little ledge on the stairs. You know them big wolf police dogs?
Yeah.
Chilling. No leash.
Just there.
Just there. Just sat down
Posted.
calm. Just calm, just chilling. I was thinking like, okay. But the first thing I said, I remember turning to someone saying, they will not let the dog loose in the club. It finally kicked off, right? It kicked off downstairs. I was upstairs. Went downstairs and it was like some madness down there. I seen people running in circles. The dogs are chasing them. Around the perimeter.
Yeah,
So
because
the dogs went wild then.
I think I was playing upstairs at the time when it kicked off, and I went downstairs because I heard about it. Went downstairs, the lights were on. I saw the police dogs. I went straight back upstairs, carried on what I do. You know, all they done once the drama calmed down, they just locked off the lights and carried on the roof.
And the dogs just go back to sit where
So
they
why
were.
weren't people like running like, outside to get away? Why would they let dogs off in the rave though?
Because no one's getting bit by no goddamn dog.
Yeah, but they're not gonna go for the person that's actually fighting. There's people in the rave. They'll just go for anybody.
It seemed like the dogs were trained not to actually attack anyone, just to
What,
go
just
and
chase?
make noise.
Just make noise and
Scare
scare people.
It could work.
It definitely works.
It
works.
Nah, people are afraid of
That
dogs.
was the same night when I was playing, and I didn't realise that the artist I was playing at that moment was someone they didn't like because of gang affiliation.
Okay.
And then that artist was local to that region. I thought that my man reached over the deck and like pulled up the tune and was shouting at me, but I couldn't hear him.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell what he was saying. So I thought he was reaching for a reload and he wanted me to play the tune again because he rated it. So I pulled it up and started it again. He's actually looking at me like, you're now taking the piss, because he was telling me, don't play that nigga's tune.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other artists are behind the DJ booth saying, no, stop.
My brethren, my couple brethren were
You're
there,
still here.
and they like, obviously I used to live up there, but I ain't lived up there for long, so I didn't know what was really going on.
Yeah.
And my brethren, he was like, don't play it. They don't rate him down here, innit? Through like gang things, don't play that. And I stopped it. I just stopped the music dead and just waited, queued up the next tune, boom, rave carried on.
I heard the DJ the week
Lucky
before got
one,
rushed for doing the
lucky.
same thing.
Yeah.
It says.
The DJ the week before. It's a big
And he's a
DJ name.
big boy DJ within that scene as well.
And he got rushed.
For
They
doing
were
the
having
same
it.
thing.
You got lucky then. You got life.
You got life. You got life that they didn't know your face like that.
Yeah.
Because if they knew your face, they knew you. They would have thought you're taking the piss because you
Yeah.
should know. You should know better.
Yeah.
You should know better.
Yeah, man. You could have.
You could have got spiked.
Oh god.
Whole damn club. You would have got.
This is the whole damn thing. No, but so I've been to some mad raves where they've got some intense security. Because as you were saying, I like the thing of that. If they know it's a big rave, having security and they join up with the local police force to make sure that the area is safe and everything. But I remember there was one rave in the Midlands, got there, and like they basically railed off about half a mile around the perimeter of the venue.
Yeah.
And then literally they made like one entrance in, one entrance out. But every so steps, it was like armed police with laser sights, long guns.
Was that the one I was playing at?
Yeah, right. Literally, this is the biggest joke. There's long guns.
Yeah.
Like there's a big warehouse rave. Boom. It's sick, but you could tell everyone was on edge. I don't know what happened before, but there was a lot of police there. Rave went in. Rave was ram live. Everyone's there. Vibes. Why did someone still get clapped in the dance?
Still.
Someone
That
still
did
got
not
clapped
deter
in the
them.
dance.
And then,
They wanted.
How could you? There was so much security.
I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm thinking, how the fuck did he actually get him, or the person get him?
He was
to take-
determined, bruv.
Yeah.
That is what you call determination, because there's all of that, yeah. And when I mean like, if you're a shotter, you're a gunman or whatever, when you get there and you basically see army protecting the door, you're not gonna try and smuggle nothing in,
Nah, unless you
unless you know that you're going for someone and it's there.
and you know you're definitely getting with it.
Yeah,
He definitely wanted
but
us off.
he got in there innit,
Hey, clap.
and he clapped it. And then, well, the story I heard, he clapped it from long range as well and just licked someone in their knee.
The right person or the wrong person?
Wrong person.
Nightclubs and lights are off.
Yeah, there you go.
Have you ever watched City of Gods?
Yeah.
So like my man in the club trying to shoot.
My probably busting sideways.
Yeah.
Man's probably still shooting sideways.
I never understood that. Like, why are you gonna take a long range shot in a nightclub? My man's probably on a dance floor as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just one big dance floor, isn't it?
So everybody's moving.
This is one big dance floor.
People need to stop playing like video games, shit like that. You know.
Call of Duty. You got this prestige that night. You got gassed.
Man trying to get that headshot. That's not cool though.
No, it's not. It's not cool, but
we're not promoting none of this violence business. But if
come on,
if you're gonna do the job properly, innit?
Yeah, don't hit no innocent people.
And this is the problem which is happening in a lot of the raves as well.
You shouldn't do it anyway, bro.
You shouldn't do it, but then this is another thing that's happening in a lot of venues. Like things like that are happening. A lot of innocent bystanders are getting hit. It's fucking dangerous out there.
I'm to a good old fist fight, man.
Look, when last time fist fight ain't been around since 1939. Do you know what I mean?
They gave up that with the shilling.
Yeah, bro. There ain't no such thing as fist fight now.
Saying I'm too my age.
Yeah, the only time you get in a fist fight, you catch them lacking, innit?
To be fair,
the last behind, that's probably the only fist fight you're gonna see. Other than that, more times people just don't want to fight.
Would you class knuckle dusters as a fist fight?
Street fight.
Yeah, street fight. Because it could be worse.
It's a street fight then.
A street fight's different.
Yeah, so a good old street fight.
You use weapons.
That's what I mean. Like
you can't use guns though.
Weapons within the vicinity.
Weapons. So weapons would be like a chair,
knife,
bottle,
knife.
You had to. That's a weapon you're bringing to the venue.
Unless
you got nail clippers and you just think, yeah.
I'll get a little shaver thing.
Yeah.
Man whips out the nail file. You know the little hook at there.
Yeah. Man's trying to hook,
Man's trying to hook, man.
Man's on that's all like.
I'm gonna cut you.
So it's tickling me.
Man, scratching your face. Oh, stop it.
Man thinks he's got the flip knife. He flips out the nail clippers with a little flick at the end.
Oh, God. But nah, certain which is not a weapon you're like bringing like a bit. Like it has to be something you would find in the club.
Everything we can find in the club is bottles and.
Yeah, I've seen some mad. Like there's one club in town. I can't remember.
The one where the bottles got dashed at the bar from the bar.
The one man was ducking behind the bar like it's Call of Duty.
Yeah, and just throwing bottles.
Yeah, all you see is pick out the bottle out of the bar. Shoom! Duck behind the bar, jump up, ching 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 ching. I swear down, it was mad. Because I was watching it from like a radio view, so you see him just duck behind the bar and get up and just ching ching ching, ching, ching ching. Open the bar, reload, ching ching ching. No, but there's better.
You see some mad things in clubs, boy.
Nah, bro, there's some mad ones. Man.
But when you like properly rave and you go up and down the country and go to some urban raves back in the day was different. You most of the time it'd be a good night, but there's a 50-50 chance whether the night would actually end.
Whether it actually get to the finish time.
Like if the end time was 5, a lot of people were prepared to leave by 3.
Yeah, everyone's calling taxis for 3 o'clock. No one wants to stay there to the end unless the hungry ones where they just like they don't care about the scrap, just looking to scrape.
Yeah.
Little vultures.
They're just there to scrape.
You know the funny
pot scrapings, get me.
You know the ones I always found funny is the ones where you're leaving the rave and you're seeing my man outside of the rave, but you know you didn't see him in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you could tell he's just left his yard to come straight outside the rave.
That's it.
Man still
man's at home, he's like, yep, 3 o'clock, that's right, my time.
Yeah, man was in his yard sleeping, he's like, bro, the rave's done, cool.
Man thought he got an alarm clock set.
Alarm clock set.
All I
going to work.
When I see that, all I picture is that meme with the hyenas with the injured deer.
Fuck's sake.
The injured deer is the drunk girl.
But it's true, because I don't know whether you lot, did you lot used to go to any like nappy nights?
I was young.
Like when you were younger?
Yeah, went to
So,
I didn't really,
I
See, because
went to about two or three.
Because this is a joke.
This is filth.
In there was just mad.
Listen, you just seen this horny kids on the dance floor fingering.
Good old finger bang.
Back then, innit? Like, that's the only thing you see him do, lips in and fingering on the dance floor. And they went for like they've been subtle with it, you just see, like they usually know what they were doing back then, so in their minutes. So it looks like they're just trying to open a camel sut and they're just there like just wrenching the thing. It's mad.
Bruv, it's overjoyed. But then you know when the dance is done at 11 o'clock and then you go outside and there's always just heads across the road. Or just across the road all on their push bikes.
Yep.
And it's like, there's two questions. Okay, so under 18's night. You man are too old to be in here. But you're still outside looking to scrape.
Nah, that's different level of savage.
Because this is the thing is back in the day.
It's like a business thing as well. They're probably doing their thing as well.
Yeah. But this is the thing, like
getting them numbers.
But like back then, like we'd get out and we'd just see them. Like I remember I used to get out on the side of the dance. And I was like, I see them. And I was like, all right, cool. They're just there. You just know they're going to be there, innit?
Yeah.
But now I'm thinking back about it. I'm thinking like, blood. These men are like 18 to 20 and that, and they're all on their push bikes outside the under 18s dance. And you got to think when you're like 17, you're not going to them under 18s dances because you're thinking about more going to the older teens. Like just
no, true.
Yeah, you're thinking about, so
by
most
the
of
time you're 17, but comes to Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, you're in town.
So most of the under 18s dances was 13, 14, 15.
Nah, 14 max. By the time you're 15, I was in town by 15.
You get what I mean? So you're thinking like, bruh, there's these guys really lurking. I'm actually thinking about them. These guys are actually lurking.
Hungry, they're going for the
That is some real.
But you see the same thing, just in a different light in the normal club.
Yeah, true.
You'll see 40, 50-year-olds jamming in a whip outside.
Pull up in the family car. They got a car seat in the back.
Oh, stop it.
Car seat in the back.
Baby on board.
Baby on board.
Wet wipes in the glove box.
Don't think it's for the baby.
Oh shit.
I make sure look at
But shout out Marie Angel on the live stream. She's saying she was in the cinema last night and there's a couple finger banging.
See?
What movie were you watching?
They must be from the 80s.
Let us know what movie you were watching.
50 Shades. If they're ever doing that to fucking what's it called?
Blood.
Black Panther. Then there's something wrong.
Hey, it made me feel some type of way.
What that Wakanda talk?
It might touch them.
What's that? Literally. Oh, you want to feel Wakanda?
You will now be stripped of the power of the Black Panther.
And straight in.
Oh no.
She's just like, oh my god, what's going on?
Oh fucking no.
Nah, I'm
You ever do when you was a kid?
I went to, how old was I? I think I was like 14, 15.
Yeah.
Went to go to watch Titanic in
Don't take me finger blasting in Titanic.
in the cinema in
I was finger blasting
West Brom. This was when I was living at them sides. It was one of them. It's like going to Odeon now because Odeon's run down. The cinema was dead.
Being run down.
It was a dead cinema, and I'm there. Basically, I only went to watch the movie because it was long.
Because it was meant to be the longest film at the time. It's like 3 hours.
Yeah, blood. We were just from the start, lips in, fingering, touching up.
What, 3 hours?
It must have been sore.
3 hours of finger.
There were some intervals and shit.
Your forearm must have been tight.
Yeah. Don't tell me dip your same hand in the pot.
He just come out like that. He probably didn't.
I did the same hand in the pot.
I swear I meant for sugar. What's so salty?
Why is this? Wait.
It's salty.
That's where they got the sugar and salt from.
Some next mix.
That's
taste popcorn.
That's an extra butter.
That's
the extra butter.
That's where the salt and sweet popcorn started.
What, from you?
Could be.
Chris trying to do that thing like some porn and put his
No, but I swear,
back.
did anyone else do that? Anyone else do that as a youth? You just went to the cinema to lips and touch and thing with the gal.
Yeah.
Because you lived with your parents, she lived with her parents. Where is she gonna go? Where you could get some type of.
I was a late bloomer.
Go to the
You were on them.
I was a late bloomer, 16 and over. But then when I got to 16, whew,
let loose.
Yeah, lots of floodgates opened. It was good.
What? last year of school.
No, but even it's just before exam times.
Because I was one of them. Because I'm a summer baby. When I left school, I was still 15 for a few weeks.
Oh, okay.
So like, yeah, everyone else was like 16 and gassed like in November or whatever, January and all that, and I'm just there like still 15.
Yeah, age was different back then, isn't it?
It's true though. I remember when we talk about when we're leaving school. Yeah, I remember after it was literally just after last day, and then one boy was like, "Yeah, we're gonna have a little drink up in the yard after, blah blah blah," and then we had a couple of gatherers from the school. Everyone's drinking up. One guy turned up, he was fucked. Like, smashed. Like, proper smash. Daytime, must have been about 4 o'clock. 7 of the man then pissed in the bottle, a Lambrini bottle. And we were like, blood, day to back this. No. Blood, he backed the bottle.
But it's thing about it, yeah.
And then
they do that for bands, though.
But the thing is, you backed it now.
For what?
And because he was
Just
drunk,
did
he was
the-
drunk, but
just had a
he's like, fuck it, Lamborghini, fuck it, I'll back it. Started backing it, yeah. Everyone started killing it. He's like, why's everyone laughing? Stop laughing at me. Like, sticking his fingers down. I ain't seen the youth since.
It's too late. He does it,
I ain't
innit?
seen the youth since.
You have to leave the ends.
Bro.
He left the ends. After that, he went home and he told his mom he's going to live with his auntie, innit?
Man moved up to Sunderland real quick.
Good.
Man went as far as possible.
Started a new life.
Well, if he ever comes back, he knows the guy that drank 7 man's piss, innit?
Nah, that's fuckery.
That is foul. Now I think kids are cruel.
Bro, I
Kids are fucking
I
cool.
remember pissing in a can on a coach and then dashing out the window at cars or people walking past. It's just...
What's wrong with your cousin?
So what's wrong with you?
Didn't you ever do that for bands with the gang?
No.
No?
No.
You used to start twerking gal and doing everything
I'm
that I
when
can.
you're like 13, 14 and
I
stuff.
was never pissing the can, dashing out no bus.
No. We weren't doing that, we doing everything.
Different life then.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
definitely-
To be fair,
Tell me a bit more about your childhood.
Yeah, we didn't do that in Southwest.
What do you prom guys get up to?
See, the school I went to, you know how black parents do, they send you to a fair
Yeah.
school.
They turned around to any school they could get him
Shit.
It weren't like that.
Oh, gosh.
It weren't like that.
Massive, yeah, so, yeah, the school I went to was like majority white.
Yes,
The ends I lived in was majority Asian, and then black, and then white was the minority.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
because I
so-
lived in like Smithwick, which is near Bearwood for people who don't know, kind of in between West Brom and Birmingham.
Alright, we don't need a geographical.
Yeah,
location.
yeah.
We don't
As-
care.
as one knows.
Yeah. I just want to know what you're doing up there.
Yeah, that.
Nah, because
Why are you throwing piss at people?
Yeah,
it was
they talk to us.
It was just banter.
Saying that, I remember the one time I almost got suspended. This was from primary school days. We used to do cluster bombs, which is basically grab a bag of stones and that, like, you remember the primary school?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when they got the fence, we used to just be in the by the fence, yeah, hiding in the bush. And when cars driving past, just dash it in there like cluster bomb, right? And then just spray down and spray down cars. And then the biggest joke is then one time it done it, sprayed. We seen the brakes slam on the car now. Yeah. And we're like, ducked out. Ran in, everyone trying to act like they're eating lunch in the thing, yeah. Next thing you know, our head teacher comes in, calls out everyone's name, and we get in the room, rattled. Everyone basically got done, letters got sent home and everything. You gotta think, yeah, my mum's getting a letter to a yard saying about me dashing stones over something, a moving car. I was fretting. The beatings was mad. I think the beatings was so mad. And then she shouted so much, that's why they didn't suspend me, because they just knew it would be even worse if I got suspended. So they just basically put me on the thing where, they had me on lockdown basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I couldn't go out for playtime, no lunch, no nothing.
No, that primary school, they were quite good. They didn't really dash out people. Too tough.
I was never that bad, bro, to get dash out, because I'm surprised you didn't get dash out.
I'm not bad, bro. And I didn't get dash out. I was actually there for the whole time.
Surprisingly.
I was there the whole time. There's people in school that's dickheads, isn't it? Certain people, like, it's racist, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
They'll try and say one thing and then next thing you know their head hits a brick. It is what it is.
Nah, I remember, you and my brother
Kids,
used to
innit?
run around mad round there.
Yeah, see?
Yeah. I remember,
I was, in secondary school, I was just gambling.
Gambling what?
We used to play them, when Pogs was the team.
Yeah.
We then started, obviously you win the Pogs, innit?
Yeah.
So you're doing all that. Then man upgraded and they're playing for the actual plastic like slammer thing. Then certain man are coming in and they're making like metal slammers in wood shop. So next man's bringing in a piece of wood with a nail in it to play Pogs with. It got wild. Then it upgraded to money.
Okay.
Then we started playing that game, you know, where you have to flick the money against the wall.
Yeah, that's close.
Yeah.
And whatever's closest to the wall wins.
Yeah.
But we were playing that with money.
Yeah.
I remember
Man was gambling the whole lunch money away.
Yeah.
I remember people getting jacked for Pokemon cards in primary school. The shiny Pikachu, yeah.
Oh, you know, the thing in my school was the
shiny Charizard, yeah.
football stickers.
What was this in what? Secondary school?
Yeah, the football sticker was.
What? Mobile phones.
Swapping the shiny.
Yeah, because in secondary school, all them things they were done. Like,
in secondary school, yeah, mobile phones for my school.
Oh, yeah, mobile phones were out like that.
Yeah, you're a bit older.
You're Stone Age, mate.
Like, I had a pager in school.
Did you get any pages?
The football results.
I had a pager one. That's my mum for a phone. She's like, I'll get you something. Pager. And I was like, nah, you're taking a piss. But my parents got phones and I'm there for pager.
And the joke thing is, your parents aren't even paging you to say, like, come home or nothing like that. They don't even know how to work it.
I don't know, like, saying that I don't know how to use a pager, but even then,
basically,
even if I had a pager,
you just call up the number and like, you'll send a message. Like, you say something and then it'll beep, and then you got to read it in it, so you're there like,
like the screen was so small, it's scrolling across that you can see like about 5 letters at a time. So you're like,
if you're dyslexic, you're fucked in.
The thing is, I remember people having pages, but because I never had one, I didn't realise how it actually worked.
I just saw them in movies and was gassed in it.
Yeah, because I remember you wanted to get that Motorola.
You see them pretty much like drug dealer films.
Lawyers,
beeper on the hip.
Yeah, Men's Society, all that.
Yeah, fuck all that. I was a mobile phone guy. My first phone was it 5110. I know, Bear, you shit went back to probably with some big antenna like that.
Yeah,
I didn't have that.
I had one phone, yeah, my very first phone. I don't even know what brand it was, but I just know it was on BT Cellnet.
I saw it to BT Cellnet phone.
Yeah.
Where they just had the green screen.
Yeah, it was like a one.
Was it 52?
You could only see like
because
9 characters on the screen at a time.
The one he had was actually the BT Cellnet.
It was a BT Cellnet phone.
Yeah, I had an orange one. I got my phones in it.
It was black. The antenna just was one of those when you pull the antenna out.
How old are you?
I
need to see your passport.
15.
I come like them African football players.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You go with the antenna like that? I never had that.
I was like 15.
Boy.
But people didn't really. The only people who had mobile phones were like rich people.
People with money and drug dealers.
Yeah, and this was like the first time they were like bringing out affordable phones. And like, I can't remember the phone that was BT Cellnet.
1-to-1.
1-to-1.
Orange.
Orange mean definitely.
Voda.
Yeah, that was it. No, Voda weren't even about that.
Oh, right.
It was orange. Everybody was on orange.
Yeah, it's orange or BT Cellnet most people.
Orange, BT Cellnet and 1-to-1.
Okay, we were just going for the knockers in primary school.
Huh?
I had that.
Oh yeah.
Bruv, you couldn't save numbers on it.
So
there was no calculator.
So you just had...
All the screen had on it was the time and the signal reception.
You had to bring the battery with you as well.
When it rang,
carry it around.
Then once we got the box there.
Bing, bing, bing. Area, hold on.
Might as well trying to stand on the roof of the house trying to get signal and that.
Nah, it wasn't that bad.
No.
But yeah, like the number would pop up, but it wouldn't save numbers. You had speed down. So you could like type in a number and hold down the number to save it to that number. So if you hold 1, like for example,
speed down was a
call
thing.
my mom or something like that. But you had to remember the number you were calling because you couldn't save it in your phone.
Yeah.
So if I had to call someone, I either got to have it written down on paper, or I just memorised it in my head.
Right. Yeah. Fuck that.
Back then you remember a lot of numbers. A lot of house numbers. There's no mobile phones around.
Yeah.
You got to know your auntie's number, your nan, everything.
It was joke, because I went through the ranks with the phone, so I got the 5110, I had 2 of them, and then I went to the 3210, then I had the 3310, which was the bad boy phone, which you could store like 5 ringtones on it. You type them out, I had still DRE as my ringtone and that. Yeah, then I upgraded to the 3330.
Yeah.
And I just went through the ranks like that, and then next thing I know, I had a Sony Ericsson, the Walkman phone. I was like,
you never got that 82?
And the 82, the small one. Yeah. Bro, I went to Barber's the other day and there was one on the side, yeah. Imagine, the barber had one on the side, yeah, and he was charging, like the old school 82 white screen.
Yeah.
When you walks in and goes, what's that? But I was like, that's my phone, that's my work phone.
Oh, God.
He's like, yeah, people actually use it. People, kids are actually looking at it, not realising it's a phone because it's got buttons on it. Right. And it's not no touchscreen thing. And when it rang,
that phone
so big joke, when it rang, it had the monotone ringtone.
Yeah, God.
Yeah.
No,
man had the Nokia monotone ringtone.
Did you remember when you had to like find the composure to type in on the phone to get the ringtone?
Bro, did you ever go online and get the tune?
Online and get the little.
Bro, I had
type it in.
Bro, still DRE. Ding, 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 ding.
What tune that?
Ding,
Fire boy. That's what I had on mine.
Bro. And then it's the thing when everyone got gas and got the new free phone, you know, the little square one when it had the first 3G video thing? Yeah.
The one with the swivel camera. You could turn it around on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had, what did I have? Oh, my phone history is long. Obviously I had that phone. Then I had, you haven't lived until you've owned this phone, yeah? This phone was indestructible, bruv. The Motorola Brick. That wasn't its name, but that's what everyone called it.
The brick phone.
It was like a big green phone, yeah? Antenna went up. But the amount of times I dropped that out of my pocket on my paper round.
I'm surprised it fit in your pocket.
It had...
It's in a backpack. It's in a backpack.
Bruv, the phone was like this long. For what, I don't know. But it was like a tank.
Do you have like the big battery on the back?
Oh, wait,
Like
clips
the
on.
Yeah, it clips on.
Actually,
Oh, I've got to load up a minute.
how the battery is like you slide. It's like like a remote. So you slide off the back. Then it's like a big chunky battery like this. I think it was like you know them rectangle.
Oh, like the D batteries or the C batteries.
It was like like a long one of those in the back.
Oh my gosh. Because I'm thinking about like a lot of the phones back then, example like the 5110, like the back of the phone was the battery.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, it's not like it had a removable battery. The back of the phone was the battery. You just clip in.
Yeah.
You just clip the...
Clip it in.
So a lot of people never even experienced that. You
Certain
take
people
the
back
battery out
home with
the
their
phone.
phones no
Mate,
battery on the back.
You haven't lived until you know that you've only got 130 characters for a message, yeah? And you got a bag of shit to say to someone. And you got to send in multiple messages. Or when you're able to send multiple messages, or it lets you type more, and it's sent through half the text and saying
one or two or one
and it says awaiting second part of message. A man sat there for long and it may never ever come through.
You just wait here like
Oh my gosh,
When you're in a deep argument on text.
Bruv. Long.
Do you know what the joke ones were the Vodafone days when gal used to bell you late at night just to use up the last minute so they could get the free top up?
Yeah. The free weekends, get me?
Yeah.
Free weekends. Fuck with, and then was it T-Mobile, the 5-day pass?
And everyone was on Orange for the cinema tickets.
Yeah.
I was on that Vodafone for the family.
Yeah, family pack.
Yeah.
Bro, people used to get emotional about that.
Yeah.
The Vodafone family pack, because certain man would have like the mum on there, the house phone on there, the one close bedroom, and then they would have like 2 gal on there. But then the gal would be like, if you like remove the gal from the family pack, arms. Who you replacing me with?
What? My auntie. She's
Nah,
ill.
nah, she's not good enough. She's not good enough. Why are you removing me for? Yeah. Old type of gal them that are still rocking with the 5-day pass though. Just copping them out there. Rolling around the iPhone 7 with Vodafone 5-day pass.
Same from like 99.
Oh, they took out the scissors to cut down the SIM to put into into their new phone.
Bro.
But yeah.
Yeah, them days were mad. I had Engage as well.
Yeah, the Engage was sick.
The Nokia Engage.
That's
That was sick.
Bro, I remember I got my first 2 megapixel phone, the N70, gas, bought it off eBay, brand new, spent like, I was in school, I bought it for like $250. Yeah.
You got gassed.
Got gas, bought it $250, go in there, gas, everyone's like, because everyone's just still rocking around with like the Sony Walkman phones where it's like the 1.3s and that. I'm there taking front and back camera pictures and that. They had the flash on there.
Stars are living in the future.
And then it got jacked.
Did it?
Oh, we found out it's in year 7. We're doing some charity dodgeball match in the thing, like teachers versus year 10s. No, year 11s at the time. So we danced all our bags down in the corner. And then some year 7 must have come in, rummaged through the bags, teeth the phone.
You got moved to.
So you found out who it was?
We found out, it was you know what, yeah? This is why I love my school. We came together as unity, as year 10s and 11s. We didn't like each other, but we came together as a unity. And then we basically locked down the school. In the afternoon, we went to the main reception, told them to search every single register to see who was in the morning and who's not in the afternoon, because whoever's jacked that phone has gone yard, innit?
Yep.
Then we went into the PE locker rooms, started searching everyone's bag, ripping open lockers, couldn't find it. Then nothing. So I went pissed. I was fuming. Next day coming to school about 8:30ish. I've seen a big crowd of kids. And I see someone's getting arced up, like fully arced up. And I'm like, what's going on over here? Like, yo, come on.
They found it.
This you's got your phone still. So they've got him up on the wall, mind you. Some little year 7, they've got him up on the wall, bawling.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I took the phone. So where was that? So where's the phone? So I gave it to my brother and he sold it.
That's it. You definitely give it to his brother.
Yeah, but we got the peas anyway. He got roughed up so bad he came the next day with the peas in it, so.
Yeah, his brother went back to him.
His brother was a back. But it's either that, or because basically, he's like, when they had him up, they said basically, if you don't get the peas or the phone, you're getting rushed by year 10 and 11. He's year 7, mind you.
Yeah, so he's shook.
So you're not going to get rushed by 2 whole years. Could you imagine it's year 7, that 2 years after you?
Yeah, that's mad.
That's a different beating. But after all that happened, I remember I was I was going back to my yard one day, and then some white van pulled up like across the road, and it's like, "Shine, you nigga, you beat up my son."
The pops.
And I'm
still one.
You know the ones where I'm thinking like,
across the road.
Trying to bring this road.
What, like across the road or across the road?
like you got to think like where I live is like a estate, but
Yeah, I know
I'm on the side road.
Yeah.
Then it's the main road.
Okay.
Where the bus is coming up this way and the bus going that way. My man's on the other side.
Yeah.
And he's screaming because you know when someone's shouting at you, but you're not clocking that it's you. And then he's pointing, saying you black this.
So why did you drive round?
He could have easily
drive round.
He could have
and just pulled up on you.
He could have easily. I must have been year 11. So and this is a big man in a van.
Yeah, he's just trying to scare you.
Yeah, he was just trying to do it. But yeah, don't worry, I got the keys and it's alright. That never came back to haunt me.
And your son still got fucked up.
Yeah. So and I didn't even have to do it.
Justice was served.
I didn't even have to, the best thing about it, I didn't have to do it because the year 10s 11 came together as a unit. For that one day.
I guarantee you that didn't go to every kids. I guarantee this came for you and that was it.
Yeah, because I was the black one.
Yeah.
If we're honest. But then what got me was how did he does he know where I live? Does he know who I am? Because how can he see me from over there? Because I don't live nowhere near the school.
Unless if someone's in the vehicle with him.
Yeah, at some point, that's the youth there.
That's him over there, and he thought his dad was going to hop out the car and do something, and he just ran the windows.
Yeah.
Dad this, and then drove off. That's I got for you.
Got him.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but school days was mad. To be fair, yeah, school days was mad, but I never had anything. Other than that, there was nothing really I never went to too much altercations.
Or people in school?
Yeah, my school was kind of blessed. Like, I've seen other people in my school getting some mad things. But then that's because they all lived in the area and they would have drama outside the school that gets brought into school and all that sort of stuff.
That's actually a few, but not for me.
But yeah, because I didn't live in the area, I didn't get drawn up into that and whatever. Because I could just literally go and then go to my yard and then I had my people down my side sort of thing. So
yeah.
But then...
Yeah, my school days is a bit checkered still, but anyway.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Them Midlands man are on a mad thing.
Oh, it's true, they chuck piss at people, what else would you fuck? I was saying, Midland people do that, man. And you claim them, innit?
Secondary school.
You claimed it.
I wasn't actually that bad in secondary school. I calmed down in secondary school.
Huh?
You sure? I swear there's been some stories like you bought some Joe Retro.
Yeah, Crush used to get
I swear that you did secondary school, them times.
And then he found PlayStation.
And then you said Halliburton's titties and then you changed.
Look, I said I calmed down in it. I never said I was.
Man's not trying to claim that he's no angel or nothing.
I'm not trying to claim I'm no angel.
Okay, but yeah, talk about bad butt youths. We move on to the scared straight business.
Let me. Yeah, let's talk about this.
Because you know what, right?
When did this show originally out?
It's been I swear it's been going on for ages.
I think it started in like the early 90s.
Yeah, because I remember it was
around them days.
Yeah, because I remember it was on TV, but I never really kept up with it. I probably watched a few
episodes.
episodes.
You know it's old, but it's on like CBS channels and stuff like that, so you know it's been around for.
It's been around for a while, but then it's like now re-watching it. Because when Jules started putting up some of the videos in the group now, and I'm re-watching it, some of this shit's actually wild.
Yeah.
I thought it started for the kids.
Yeah, that is actually wild.
It actually could have scarred them for life.
Because you got to think there's one youth that was, he was like, they were cussing him, and then he just wasn't having it. They were trying to arrest him to the ground, he wasn't having it. Calling him a bitch and all sorts, he wasn't having it.
Oh my youth.
Yeah.
He wasn't having it.
It was like the Brandon one.
Brandon.
That's one.
No, Brandon was, that was Brandon.
Because the clip I got of Brandon, he's just there and he's just chatting to him. He's like going, you're saying, oh, you wouldn't be doing that. He goes, oh, if this was in the streets, I'd fuck you up to the police officer.
Yeah.
And he goes, but you're not in the streets. And he goes, well, wait till I'm out.
Yeah, kill that energy.
And he said something about he'll fuck up his daughter or something like that. And then it cuts to the police officer. He's like, I'm not gonna lie, some of the things which he said kind of hurt me.
No, but you know what it is that going on there. Okay, so your parents have put you on there to scare you straight, essentially, yeah. But they're not really gonna do nothing to you if you really think about it.
It's a TV show.
It's a TV show. There's only so much they can do.
Yeah,
but when I seen them
there's
scream or bark at the guy,
there's a couple moments to get real heated though, fam.
bro, when he made man peel the orange.
No. This one here, I'm not gonna lie. There's two ones I wanna play. Yeah.
When he made man peel the chest hair.
So there's this one, yeah. This one had me in stitches.
It's my mother house. When you're behind the door, I run that mother. I hate seeing you young bitches come up in here trying to be tough. And what's your problem? You wanna fight? Huh? Yeah. Well, you like fighting? I want you to hold this for me. Here, hold this. This Kool-Aid. We put this on bitches like you. Open that mother.
I need to open.
Lick your lips. Let's stick your hand in that Kool-Aid. Just stick it in there. Then take your finger, just do this to the bottom one. Come here.
It sounds so wild. When you're actually looking at it, it sounds so wild.
It ain't perfect.
This when he goes, it's like,
I kiss you. You orange flavor mother.
What the fuck? No. Yeah, that you definitely ain't going to jail.
Bruh, no.
Orange flavour.
and then what's this? Oh, this one right
You
here.
gonna be some bitch. That's what you gonna be. You see this hoe? I'ma treat you like a bitch. You gonna call my chest her whenever I tell you. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and this old hoe ass gonna do it Thursday, Friday. Stay your ass up too. Give him the comb, man. You know what? Open it up. Comb his chest. Comb his chest. Right here.
Man's actually covered his chest.
Man's covered his chest.
You a pussy. Let's give it to him. Give it to him. I wish you don't do a pussy. I'm sorry. You sorry for grind it home, man.
The black guy said he ain't covered his chest.
Never.
Yeah, you probably know.
Ace comb in the chest.
Never.
Okay,
Never.
so off the back of this year,
Never.
off the back of this year,
Never.
if man said
25.
20 bags comb in
That's coming.
20 bags comb in chest hair.
Nah, son. I know, listen, I know you definitely.
Cause you do it for the 20 bags.
You do the 20 bags, isn't it?
Cause you do it for the 20 bags.
Who's
Yo.
that?
Oh yeah,
That's you and the bro.
mate.
And you got to comb it out, like it's got to be like
Oh,
still.
yeah.
I fixed his chest.
He's a nigga. That picky.
Man was combing that Italian chest hair. Get me?
20 bags is a lot of peas though.
Man, I don't understand why it costs me. I knew you would do it.
Nah,
I know
20
you would
bags
do
is
it.
a lot. But I know you would do it for
I
the
know you
team.
do it.
50.
Nah, I just
Nah,
don't do it.
50's too much though.
Nah, 50 bags.
Blood, you do it for, you like mash out your bedroom foot for 20. So all different type.
This is a little bit more intimate.
Think as a job like being a barber.
We're pretty much at eye level now.
Depends how tall he is. Be a little bitch to him, isn't it?
No, I'm not being his bitch for no money.
20 bags. You just want to say no yet.
No.
So yes, you
No.
would.
So you
Yes,
would.
you would.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no.
Oh,
Yeah,
out of
definitely.
all this, he still ain't said no.
No,
Yeah, you
no, I
would.
wouldn't do it for
You
20
would.
bags. No,
25.
no.
30.
So behind closed doors he would.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No.
That man came to him 10 bags, he's like, okay.
Nah, but
Nah, 10 bags.
no, but you know
How
what?
cheap do you think I am, dude?
Nah.
Hey, listen, yo, some people do it for cheap, you know.
Some
This
people
thing
do
out
it-
there free, like.
some
But you know
people do it
what,
for
yeah?
free.
I feel sorry for my man that combed the chest hair on that show. Because he done it for free and he'd be forever known as the guy that shouted at to comb man's chest hair and he done it on TV and now it's on repeats.
Oh shit.
It's on repeats around the country
What would
and it's on
you do?
YouTube.
What would you do if you bumped into him on the road?
Like, hey, you're the one that
What,
combed
you?
your chest hair.
Yeah. Oh, he'd be going out mad now, I'd be laughing at him.
Oh shit.
I'd be laughing at him and this kind of snigger on past.
Imagine that was your dad and you saw it on the show on repeats.
Dad, is that you when you were younger? Did you comb a man's chest hair in jail?
I can't respect you no more.
Especially trying to act bad.
Dad, you take him out all them beatings.
I'm giving you them beans.
Oh, shit.
Toughen you up, Dad.
Or you end up shouting, saying, Dad, comb my chest hair.
Yes, son.
Yes, sir.
Shit.
Oh, God.
No,
I want your son to be having chest hair anyway.
Alright, there's some fully mature youths out there.
Nah, there is.
Like, you see, I remember back in school, there was one youth that was 15, 14, 15. Man had a beard.
Yeah.
Man had a beard.
What, proper full, what, DJ Khaled beard?
Nah, it wasn't full DJ Khaled beard, but it was
there,
there, innit? Like, I tried hard for this shit. You get me? You gotta think, this didn't come out till later in life.
Yeah, sure, right.
Yeah, but my man was there in year 10 going to PE
With a beard.
talking about that he used to shave on the weekend.
In school,
You
that
know those guys, didn't it?
Yeah, of
in
course.
school that was bragging rights.
Definitely.
Shaving. There's certain man who was shaving with like two like whistles on their chin. Nothing that. Man's still talking about shaving.
Shaving what?
Exactly.
All to this day, I've never shaved my
Believing in
face.
that talk that if you shave it comes back thicker.
I tried it once because I've heard that talk,
Yeah.
and I just got all that shaving bumps all in my face over here, man. It looked nasty. You look like fucking herpes. I woke up. It's when it starts itching.
Yeah.
It starts itching. So I put the cream on, like the soothe it. I'm thinking cool. Like 2 or 3 days later, it was all bumpy over here, bumpy over there.
Yeah, see, fuck
And
that.
you know, the black people, our hair
Yeah.
kind of thick, especially mine. So yeah, there's
I've
all
never
ingrown
shaved
hairs.
Razor bow.
A lot of ingrown hairs, man.
The thing is, unless I was
Nice.
shaving off, but even then I'll still be a bit skeptical because I feel like I'll miss something or whatever. But like now, people are like, don't you shave up your own beard? It's like, nah, fuck that. Come out with some lopsided beard, and then people are laughing at me like I'm some Arsenal squad.
Oh shit.
Oh no, man.
There was no need for
Why
that.
is he-
There was no.
There's
That's
no
like
need for
your
that,
team
was
didn't
there?
lose yesterday.
That's what I'm trying to say. If your team won yesterday, then cool, keep it moving, innit?
And
But your
Arsenal-
team has lost as well, you
Arsenal
know.
got a victory.
4 losses in the whole of the season. All right, it's cool. How much you want?
That's the only thing you can brag about. Being a Liverpool fan.
I'm just.
Every season, we're banging in goals. We scored
I'm
100
just-
goals.
I'm
yeah,
just-
but you let in 99. Like, it don't make no sense.
I feel like I've touched
Shut
a nerve.
up.
I feel like I've touched a nerve. I feel like I've touched a nerve.
Not a nerve. You ain't touched
I feel
nothing.
like I touched a nerve.
Did you score a goal yesterday?
No, we didn't.
Alright, cool.
They scored one for us.
Sick goal, innit?
8 goal of the season.
But nah, Liverpool shit.
Alright then. You said
So it's
that.
Arsenal.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that shit as well. Like,
Now you
at the
know.
moment.
Now you see what? Yeah, you see how you beat AC Milan,
Yeah.
and then you beat Watford today.
Yeah.
Wenger's gonna be there till the end of next season.
I told you this.
He's gonna be there till next season.
I told you, it's a couple of run.
Yeah, he's brought back
Yeah,
the clout.
no,
though.
no.
Wenger's still going to be managing you when there's robots on the pitch.
He will be the first one. It'll be like Futurama.
They're gonna put his head in the tent to
Look
preserve
like-
his head.
Yeah, you see his head is a robot body. And he'll be there from
This one just still at Emirates.
still there.
So they've extended it to 2040. That
Fucking hell, this Futurama head just living life forever.
Yeah.
Still in that long puffer jacket.
And Arsenal still the same way. Oh,
no, the new
you're
man
right,
will
couple
do
here and there.
should be alright.
Nah, what's going to happen is who we got next. Whoever we got next coming up to Man United will win and maybe draw a game or two. Play Man United or lose.
I don't know. I reckon you might after
Glad you
back
know
against
that.
2 wins. You might.
Nah,
Catch your
against
Cosell.
against bigger teams and the way that our midfield is and defence, I just don't see it. Especially with the pace and the strength. Come on, if Aguero could brush off one of our centre backs,
Yeah.
Lukaku could brush off the whole back row, innit?
Well, at the end of the day, we lost in it, so I can't say Liverpool.
I know you
Lovren
lost
got
2-1.
brushed many a time by Lukaku in the first half.
You lot know.
Love is more so.
You lot know I don't rate Lovren in it.
You know about your whole defence.
Who gassed Virgil van Dijk to put his first name on the back of his shirt? Like he's Brazilian.
But he's worth 75 mil. He do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, he can do what he wants, mate.
Letting
But
goals.
defend.
Do you think it's really going to change for you lot?
How
like,
does
defensively?
Klopp say that they're relying on Virgil van Dijk to score goals when you got Mo Salah and Sané in
He
there?
wants everyone to be able to bang like that.
Yeah, but surely the defender needs to defend first.
He can defend. He
Right
can
now-
defend. It's the people around him.
Can he defend though?
Dunno.
He's decent.
He's alright.
He's
I
decent.
think they're just a curse in the Liverpool defence.
It ruins careers, yeah.
Yeah,
Like if you just go to the defence of Liverpool, then that's
fall off. Because Lovren was deep. You need to just stop buying Southampton, man. Basically,
We'll get the next one. We'll get the next youth from Southampton as well in the summer.
Just buy the whole. You could have bought the club.
They got some contract going on.
You could have bought the club for the amount of peas you spent.
It comes like a feeder club.
Probably is for you though.
Because we got an ex-brother coming from Southampton in the summer. I can't remember his name. But
So is the whole back row going to be from Southampton soon, isn't it?
basically,
Or the whole team's going to be from Southampton?
No, I do rate the guy he bought from Hull, the left back,
Who that?
Robertson,
Yeah, he's good.
and who's on the offside? Trent, something.
Alex Arnold. The thing is, I started watching the game. I seen the first goal going, and then I had to go do a couple bits, and then next thing I know, Rashford scored again. By the time I've left the house within like 5 minutes,
It was like 10 minutes.
and then next thing I know, then I finally check the score, and then it's 2-1. I'm like, yeah, okay, we caught one back. And I'm like realizing that we didn't actually score.
We didn't get a shot on target the whole second
Nothing.
half.
What game was it today? Swansea versus Tottenham. Was it Swansea Tottenham?
Yeah, no.
No,
It was Tottenham and somebody.
Was it?
Who was Swansea playing earlier?
We check. I don't think Swansea was playing today.
Whoever was playing today, and they got a red card. Someone got sent off.
It was Arsenal, Watford, and Bournemouth, Tottenham.
That's it. Ooh.
Bournemouth, right?
That man said off.
They had Bournemouth had a man sent off, right? But then if you look at this, was it Bournemouth?
But whoever it was.
Whoever it was, they had no shots.
Yeah.
There's no corners, no nothing. And then the other team had 30 shots.
Yeah, it was yesterday. Huddersfield, Swansea.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
I got sent off in the 11th minute. And
Yeah, did you see the tackle? I seen the tackle. Peak.
no shots, no corners.
Yeah, it was death for him.
No nothing.
Huddersfield had 30 shots.
And it's still.
But to be
ended
fair,
0-0.
their ratio's shit. 30 shots, only 4 on target.
Yeah, but that just shows you that they're just shooting from any.
Anyway.
From
That's why I didn't really read
And
too
if you
much
look to
of
the
stats.
possession,
Yeah, it's like, bruh.
That's what I'm trying to say. Swansea just sat back.
81.2% to Huddersfield.
So I told you the game, innit? There was just
how
no
can you
shots.
have 81.2% possession,
What's
30
scoring?
shots, and no goals?
That's what I'm trying to say. It's bad.
That's fucking awful.
Swansea are lucky.
That's like you, man.
Who? Liverpool, yeah. Arsenal lost that.
You can't bang against us. Since Jose come, we've only conceded 2 goals against you. One was a penalty, Milner, and one was a
King
goal.
Milner. Ooh.
I didn't want to get on.
Nah, apparently everyone played shit from what I'm hearing.
When you did have the ball, you just couldn't break us down.
Okay.
It was you had long shots, you were whipping the ball in. There's a couple occasions where there was a few panic moments, but it got cleared out, and that's basically what Bayer's goal was. Bayer looked like he was trying to do them, them back heel finishes.
Yeah.
Because the ball came in, and I don't know whether he was trying to jump over the ball
Yeah.
or jump and clear it out, but the ball licked the back of his calf and then went into the goal.
It was just unlucky.
Yeah,
Did he do some trick as well? Bennett won their players.
yeah.
It was an off day.
He was doing bits.
How much he's worth?
Bye.
Yeah.
We bought him for 30.
It was an off day, man. Don't worry, we'll be back.
What's your man doing for 75?
We'll be back. Don't worry, we'll be back.
You see the madness of West Ham?
Hmm?
The
Talking
pitch
about
invasions.
You see the picture of
Oh,
it?
no, I'm hearing the police are involved in everything now. I missed it. What happened?
And then, was it Noble who drenched up one of the guys?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
somebody must have ran on the pitch. Noble was vexing it, so he must have grabbed him up. But then he just kind of like pissed everybody off in it. So somebody else went on the pitch. He must have grabbed on the corner flag, so he's running with that.
Oh shit.
Then you know where the chairman and all them people
Yeah,
sit.
so that.
Next thing you know, you see like 10 men shouting at them, then the 10 men turn to 100 men. And next thing you know, that there's a whole squad of people there.
I heard
It's
the board.
chatting,
I heard the board left.
It's peak.
Oh right. So now someone was going for someone. Someone.
No, they want the
someone
board
said-
out.
They want the ball gone.
They want the board gone.
Oh, West Brom.
Because they,
Yeah, West
no,
Ham.
West Ham. Because
Oh,
they
West
feel
Ham,
like
yeah,
since they moved to the new ground, a lot of the things they promised hasn't happened. Not just in like investment into players,
Yeah.
but they feel like the ground doesn't feel like their home. Like there's nothing there to make it feel like their club, their
It's like the
stadium.
Olympic Stadium now.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So they're saying they're gonna bring in like a museum and all this stuff of memorabilia. You know, like most
Yeah,
stadiums have.
yeah.
They don't even have that.
So you're taking a tour of the thing and you don't even know you're at West Ham ground,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah, basically, and they're screwing about that as well as other things. So they want.
It's basically
to
like
pull out.
Tottenham playing at Wembley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
The
they go
difference-
there and it doesn't feel like the stadium, but
but the difference is Tottenham know it's only temporary.
yeah,
That is their ground for now.
boy. But the thing is, yeah, West Ham are going to kick up fuckery. Shit's going to change. Arsenal kick up fuckery. No change.
Why is he always trying to bring
No,
that up?
That's between you two, isn't
No,
it?
but no change.
That's
Yeah.
between you two. I didn't even know.
I think it's
that
probably
big.
at about the first season you could say something to me, so yeah, keep talking in it.
Alright, I'll talk.
Keep talking.
I will talk.
I want to talk about West Ham, but you want to bring about Arsenal.
No, I'm just.
We won 3-0 today.
I'm just saying, no
Scored 3
change.
goals still.
I'm just saying, no change.
How you going to Champions League?
We're doing good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, we're to final 8. The draw's on Wednesday, innit?
Are you hoping to get... Well, who's left actually? Can't watch it anymore. Can't watch it anymore, so go on, who's there?
So Man City are through, Liverpool are
City.
through.
Oh, I know Tottenham ain't there.
You've
I know that. I always keep my eye on that one, innit?
Yeah.
Juve are through, Real
Yeah.
Madrid are through.
yeah. Those are the only ones to confirm.
Yeah, and
And
then,
then the other 4 are this week.
yeah.
So it's
So Chelsea could go through, Barca could go through,
us, man, Seville,
and
depending on
then,
result.
and then is it Roma and Shakhtar Donetsk or whatever?
Donetsk.
Donetsk.
Chat to the nest. Chat to the
Donetsk.
nest.
You almost sounded Scottish there.
It kind of did.
Shakhtar.
So who you hoping to get? Roma? Shakhtar?
Yeah,
Probably out of them two. You're
preferably,
trying
yes.
to get them. Roma do madness.
Or
sometimes.
Bayern are probably going to go through,
Yeah,
more than likely.
yeah, they're
Who-
like
who
5.
Bayern got?
I don't know, but I think they're cruising right now.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd rather one of them and then you man get Bayern or Barca or something. Because Chelsea, do you reckon Chelsea's going to do it in Nou Camp?
Right.
No.
Not really. I
There's a
don't.
possibility.
If
It's going to be hard.
with Chelsea, yeah, if everyone's fit, or even at least 90%, and everyone's on form, and they're on a roll, they would have a chance
Yeah.
because they got a good defence, and they've got people like Hazard who can do a madness, and if Morata was doing bits like he was
But
at
their
one point,
whole attack
is good.
is good.
And then you got Willian.
when the 1 point. I like him though.
Yeah,
as
he's
a
very underrated, I feel.
He's a good
But
player.
yeah, they've got players to do damage to their defence, but how they're playing at the moment, they're so up and down, and they're not like in a steady run of form where you're saying, yes, Chelsea. Like back in the day, you'd be like, yeah, Chelsea is steamrolling, guys.
Mm.
They would slap like all the lower teams, and slap a few of the big boys.
Yeah.
Standard.
Yeah, definitely.
But they're not doing that at the moment, and that's why I think they're not going to be in the right space to face Barca. Even though Barca isn't as great as they used to be.
No, but it's still got that little man.
He's
He
can
still
still do
holds that
madness.
threat.
Based,
They got ever.
based on form,
How they doing? They're top of them, weren't they? Like by a long shot.
not that far. It could have been closer because they had Atletico the other day, but they beat them 1-0 from a free kick. But if they'd have lost that, then I think Atletico would have been like 2 or 3 points behind them.
Okay, so they ain't doing like a Man
So
City.
it's not a mad thing. It's close enough. It's far enough that they can relax, but they still have to get the results. I just think on form, I think the best team at the moment is Bayern Munich. But who do I think is going to win it? I think Bayern will get to the final. But then the rest of the other places up for grabs, because I think between Real Madrid, Barcelona, Chelsea, Man U, Man City,
Everton.
Everton in Champions
I
League.
think precise team.
Oh. yeah, Liverpool and the rest, I think all of them could potentially get to the final if things go their way.
Yeah. Because the thing is, a lot of, like, you got to think the
All
final
of them
eight-
teams can beat each other.
Yeah. And you got to think final 8 is luck of the draw, really.
Yeah.
But they can all beat each other on
But
the
I
day.
think Bayern Munich are in such good form and so consistent at the moment that whoever they face in the knockout stages, I would slightly favour them. Like for example, if Real Madrid were to buck them, the only way they're going to do it is through Cristiano Ronaldo having a worldie.
So what do you reckon Bayern against Man City? Do you reckon that would be...
That would be the final that he wants to see.
That would be a good game, but I do feel Bayern Munich will steamroll them.
I don't reckon they'll steamroll them.
I think they will.
I think it'll be a close game.
I think that Man City will have their moments,
Yeah.
but Bayern Munich are a team, they are lethal when they go forward. They don't need too many chances.
Mm.
But you can say the same thing about Man City.
Yeah, but I think Bayern Munich's defence is more than prepared for that.
Because I've never said you got better defence.
And the key thing as well is Bayern Munich will keep the ball. That's the big problem with teams which face Man City. If you're not as good at passing as them, you can't try and play the passing game and keep hold the ball because they're high press. It's the same with Liverpool, and that's why Mourinho always goes back to hold it tight and go direct. Because if you go direct, it's less chance for you to press us make a mistake and then get the ball in our half. Which is what a lot of other teams which aren't smart enough do against you. Try and pass it out, you then press them, steal the ball high up the pitch, ready for the counter straight away and bang. And he just bypasses all that, goes long, gets the flick on. By that time we're in your half and you're on the back foot and your defence is shaky.
As we all know.
So he just cuts out the possibility of, he knows we're not that good at keeping the ball right now. So he's like, we're not even going to try that. We're not even going to be dumb and play into your hands.
Sure, it worked.
But I think Bayern Munich are smart enough to set up tactics. This is, Heinkes, he won the treble with them, left. Yeah. They went into trouble. They called him back out of retirement. He's winning the league by 25 points. Doing a madness. Steamrolling the Champions League. He's got pedigree. He knows what he's doing out there. He's got tactics. So if Man City, he will find a way to diffuse it, but I think it will come down to who takes their chances the best, and my money's on Bayern Munich. Lewandowski is a killer.
No, he is.
He's lethal. Sergio Aguero is very close to that, but Lewandowski can win a game on his own, and he isn't even that type of player like a Ronaldo or a Messi who he's got that skill set where you think he would be doing that, but he just does it.
It's going to be interesting. Final 8 coming soon. Like,
but Man need to win the whole thing.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Nah, we're going to do it like Greece.
What, if you're going to come in and
score one goal and then defend?
Yeah. Oh wait, we're going to win against Seville 1-0.
How did Greece ever...
That's what we're going to do. We're going to be the ugliest, scrappiest winners of the Champions League ever.
If you get there.
We're definitely ugly.
I don't give a damn. If the trophy's back in that cabinet, I don't give a damn how ugly that win is.
I hear that.
I'll take that. Any man would take that.
Yeah, it would.
Arsene Wenger would take that.
Arsene Wenger will take it. He'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Anyone would take that. So, boy, if we have to do it that way, and I feel that's the only way we'll do it, then I honestly think we'll get to the semis. And depending on the luck of the draw.
It really depends who you get in it. It really does.
I think we could take Barca.
It'd be interesting if you get Man City in the next draw.
I don't know. Man City, who? You?
No, Man, you get Man City in the final 8.
That would be interesting. I'd rather that be the final.
It would be the final.
It'd be a mad final then.
It would be a mad final, a Manchester Champions League final.
My dream final would be either Man City or Liverpool.
Which is possible.
Because we've already had Barca in the final, they wrapped us twice. So I didn't really want that again.
Didn't Messi out jump Ferdinand?
Yeah. Sending them shots there, yeah.
Yeah. I remember that game.
I think we scored first and got gassed and then they just
took you over.
Yeah, to 3 goals real quick.
Come on, jail time. It's got wrapped up real quick.
Man got hot water and sugar.
Messi told me.
Messi scored like one goal, gassed up. Should've known better.
No man. Man got spiked.
But now Messi was like...
Yeah, that was when Barca was just touching their prime when Pep took over. And because
no one wanted to face him.
That was our I think we had 3 finals in 4 years. Lost 2 of them. 1-1.
You been the first one?
Yeah, the Chelsea, the one on penalties in Moscow.
Yeah. Terry slipped.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I should frame that picture. Legendary moment.
Nah.
That and the moment when Giggs runs through the whole Arsenal defence in '99 in the semi-finals and then rips off his shirt. Blood, you wouldn't want to carry.
No, it's peak goal though. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro,
I felt it, but
did you see his chest hair though? Would you want to comb that for 25?
No.
The comb would rock off. The teeth would rock off the comb.
How am I get stuck? You should have never done that.
His Giggs' missus was combing it. No, Giggs' brother's missus.
His brother's missus.
She's shaking that real well for 8 years.
Shit.
That's actually good money.
Oh my gosh.
God.
This is next thing. We back on this whole for 20 bags thing. Would you watch or let your partner have sex with the ex and you watch for a meal?
No.
Hell no.
Not watch.
Are you mad? For a meal?
For a meal.
Ain't no money. No.
I'll take if I ain't got kids.
What, is he gonna
I'll
move
take
it?
the mill.
He said everything. Bro.
He's anti everything.
Me?
Yeah, you're anti everything.
Nah, but I'm not anti
No money can buy him. Get me?
There's certain things in it.
What money? What's that?
Yeah, Crush will do anything.
You do anything. Nah, fam, real talk, man. Like, if it's your woman,
If there's peas involved,
and
Crush is
like,
about.
whenever you take it, you think, yeah, fuck it. You just see him the once, we get the pee, we're happy.
Yeah.
But you gotta sit there.
Yeah.
Nah,
And my man might be, I don't know who he is in there. And
Some
he's doing a
Lexington
mad
still,
thing.
brother.
Do you know what I mean? Then I see her head all frizzled and shit.
Yeah.
I'm
He's talking real filth to her.
And she's talking back.
Shit.
It's not even that. Think about it. It's all done. You got the peas. You've watched, and then she's laid next to you in bed.
What would you
reckon
mean? No,
you'll be able to like?
Led next to who?
See, you couldn't.
After all that's done, yeah.
The only thing
don't
laid
need it
next
for the
to
meal.
you is the money. You lay the money out in the female's body.
Yeah, that's my girl now.
And then you tell her like you got to sleep on the sofa, innit?
Man secured the bag,
Sleep on
and
the
she,
what
and, she,
sofa?
and she's trying to curl up in the bed.
That's
with you.
sofa.
Oh, you're not going on the sofa?
She ain't coming home.
Boy,
That's her man now.
If it wasn't, if I was with a girl for like what, a year or two? A year?
He just purchased her
maybe.
for a meal.
Basically.
He just treated her like cattle.
Who came with the idea?
Hmm?
Who came with the idea? Because if she
More
came with the
likely-
idea, no, fuck it. Yeah,
more
I'll take
likely,
the then.
with that, it would have to. He would come with the idea
No.
because she could never come to me saying, you know, my
No,
ex,
but-
my ex wants to
But
bang.
when you think it's a bit
My ex
more
wants to
like,
bang me, but he said he'll give you a meal, but you just gotta
The
watch.
fact that she's
but when
even
you
coming
think
to
it'd be
you
like
saying
be more
that.
fuckery, he's actually coming to you like got no respect. Like, bro, I'll give you a meal to fuck your woman.
See this.
Depends your financial situation. You might know your financial
Yeah,
situation.
you might want to get some new Supreme. That's he's might saying yes to everything.
Yeah, decided not getting enough.
No, but
get it in the view.
Man
There's
wants to get the Louis V dice bag.
Hey, he wants to get them sliders.
The sliders.
hey, you know the I don't know what's worse, yeah. Her coming to you with the idea, because her coming to you means that she's entertaining it, because he's come to her, and she's got the cheek to then ask you whether you want to do it.
Yeah.
I would expect her to shut it down from the jump. No, and she don't even need to tell me. All she's telling me is, this idiot offered this and I told him no. Not ask me, do I want to do it.
Okay. So, so if he says it,
If he says it, then I'm thinking, who do you think I am? Do you think I'm that moist? Do you think I'm sweet? Because the fact that you're asking me,
I'm not as sweet, you know.
sweet, not sweet. I'm like,
sweet.
Man's calling man sweet out here.
Sweet.
Am I a sweet blood?
so the fact he's coming to me to say, I want to fuck your girl, she's my ex, for a meal. He obviously don't rate me.
No.
Because
But you still take the meal.
if I ain't got used to it and
You do.
Why are you diverting? You're like a politician. What's wrong with you?
Man.
Yes or
no, I'm just saying.
Man's
I'm
come
just
like
saying.
Jacob
Because
Rees-Mogg.
listen,
There's kids
we'll just
involved,
paint the
no?
picture in it. Like, you're with the girl for what, a year or two? Maybe a year. Let's say a year, no kids.
I'll take
But
the
everything's
girl,
all
you can
good.
have her.
Okay.
You can have her for the
There's no issues. Like, everything's
I
going
can
good.
find the next girl.
2 years.
That's
Because
getting-
there will be a point when it gets to, when you say your girl,
I say over
Right.
2 years.
unless you're with a bitch, that you've been with for like 20 years and you're stuck. You can't get away from it, and then the man comes to you with the meal, you be like,
This is my get out of jail free card, I've been waiting for this.
Gone.
Man's taking it. Man's watching with popcorn.
Yeah, it's like, keep going, bro. Keep going. Man. He's counting your money. Next thing you know, that fucking black youngster is there with the money. With that, really
Are you making it rain?
What, that mini?
No, why he's fucking your girl?
I'm really walking in the corner.
If dashing the money on it.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm really walking in the corner with the money. Just brushing myself with it.
So when it's done, would you just take the money and leave? Like, just literally get up and walk out? Or would you, like, are there any, like, conversation?
No, there's no conversation, blood. What have I got to say to her?
I don't know. Certain man would be like, was it good?
Nah, the only thing I'm asking her is pass over the keys, isn't it?
What when she says that? Where's my bit?
What bit?
For taking part.
She didn't negotiate this deal.
Oh, so
She should have negotiated for herself.
Oh, look at Pimp Daddy over here.
He said a
You
meal to
didn't put
me.
in on this, man.
I'm not involved in her negotiations.
Oh, okay, then you just took your bit.
As far as I know, she was getting paid in dick. So
What's wrong with you?
I see your point, though.
Nah, I get it.
she wanted money. She asked.
To be fair, dick's better than money to some guy.
She's already asking me whether she can get fucked for a meal.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's that?
I was gonna say something wild then. I was say something real wild.
I was gonna say, I was just saying to
It's a
some
bit
guy.
close to home, innit? Not my home,
Oh shit.
but certain early on, innit? You know, innit? But nah, I leave that one alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh god.
But yeah, I just,
Actually, yeah, then we might anyway.
what?
I can say it because you just beef it out.
Yeah. So,
That's some nah.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't do
No,
it.
no.
It feels wrong saying it.
yeah, that's cool. It's cool. But yeah,
Off mic.
some chicks find dick better than money in it. That's that. So they'll take the dick from the ex, and when they see you with your meals, they don't care because they just want more dick. So
Well, I'm guessing my man's got more P because if that's all the money he's got, he must love that girl, man. Take that,
It must.
bro.
But would you expect them, like, I'd expect for that to happen, I'll be expecting them to get back together. Me go with my money and me live my life, yeah.
But she may want to stay with you. She may be thinking like I did it for us, so we can
No,
start.
you did it for me.
Because I got my money. I got my money.
now.
Pimp crush.
Lay down the pimp hand.
Shit.
I got my money, you got your dick.
So
He's
you
got what
wouldn't
he
stay with
wants.
her?
No. For what? To help me count the money.
Yeah, you could buy like a whip.
For who? For me?
For her.
For her?
Yeah,
To do what?
try to my man's house. I don't know. I don't know.
Make it a monthly appointment.
You know what I mean?
Everything's good every month.
$1 million a month, man don't have to work
I'll
again.
pimp that out.
Then basically you would be a pimp.
Now, see, that's different.
$1 million a million a month for your girl to pay for X.
You see, that's
That is a pimp.
So now it's coming into the equation through.
now I'm calculating it because there's like 12 mil a year. So I'm looking at every 2 years, that's 24 mil, isn't it?
Good maths.
Quick, easy maths.
Quick maths,
Quick,
yeah.
easy maths. Now I'm thinking, how long is this contract for?
I don't know.
24-month contract, isn't it?
Like for Vodafone?
Yeah, 24 months.
Alright, cool.
No upfront payments.
Oh boy. It's basically an escort service, isn't it?
But then, okay, but 24-month contract, it's still your chick for the 24 months.
Once a month.
Who's chick?
Your chick.
Your
This
chick.
is part of the contract. You still got to be with her.
Nah.
Still got to be
What
with
do you
her.
mean? How? In what way?
In the contract, it stipulates.
I'll
if
be
you
a
want
manager.
if you want this meal a month, whilst this contract is active, you
This-
must stay with the woman.
Conflict of interest. This
Nah,
is now
man,
a business transaction.
Now you got to go cinema with her and with them things.
You gotta keep-
go
you
buy-
gotta keep it
buy
kosher.
shoes and
No.
celebrate
You
birthdays
still got
and
you the
Christmas
night.
No,
and-
that's getting taken out of the contract now. He's doing all that now.
Oh, that's
Oh,
your
hold on.
That's your woman now.
That's your woman, but you pay me.
Yeah.
I just house her.
Wait,
So he's gonna put in spare room.
you put her in the basement.
Hey, with that
In
with that
in
mill,
the shed at the back.
Under the stairs.
look, with that mill, I can build on an extra like apartment to the house. She can live there.
Where he pipes her.
You know, be so squeezed.
Some 3x3 box. No bed.
Oh god.
One window.
But nah, it wouldn't be the nothing sexual. She can live in the house.
don't want to be a punter. That's what it is. Don't want to be a punter. It's cool. You know you would.
If she's happy with this, then why?
Okay, 24-month contract, yeah, your girl. You're saying you wouldn't beat her, right? Because she's doing what she's doing.
Yeah.
But in that contract, you can't beat no other girl.
Who's making these contracts, blood?
My man.
My man.
It's a bit weird, isn't it?
Mate, he's the one that's putting up the
Like,
mill.
Like, my man's a lawyer. Like, he's got key in it.
You got to think, he's the one putting up the mill, innit? He's putting these contracts in.
And those are a lot of money.
Do you want this mill a month?
He wants his worth.
No, not that much.
So you want to do that?
No.
So 24 mil at the end.
Starve yourself for 24 months, and your girl's getting beat by him, and you end up with 24 mil.
There's a lot of good porn stars out there still.
There is.
So you would do it.
Hey,
do
funny.
it.
Hey,
I don't even know why we're still talking.
Man would do it for a bag a day. He would do it for a bag.
If you start at 20, you would have been like, yeah, I'll do that.
Look, for 24 mil at the end of it.
I don't know why he's even debating it.
Yeah, I don't know why he's
Why not?
debating.
Yeah, why not? I'll do that.
Most man would. Most ladies would as well. I think more ladies would do
Most
it.
man will say
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Most man will say they do it and won't.
What, take 24 mil? Will actually be the person getting fucked.
They'll end up invalidating the contract and fucking.
Yeah.
Probably that still, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So what's the terms then? They lose all the money. And each time, now you just end up with a worn-out gal who's been fucked up for the last.
That'd be painful.
Nah, that's the point.
You can never be with her again.
Because that would
And you
hurt.
got no money.
You'd make
But
sure.
now you got to marry her. That's
What?
what.
Huh?
That's the
When
stipulation.
did this get added in?
I don't know. You said the good brother's weird. innit?
Did you add this in?
No, I had to see.
I did
You
that.
said the brother was weird, innit? So that's the contract.
That's a bit. Get married to the girl after he's piped it out.
Yeah.
And you,
But you know, this guy, he's a weird guy, so yeah, he probably would do that. If
And-
you
and
got
he comes
24 mil, but now, because you couldn't fucking agree to the contract,
got married.
you got married a bitch that I piped out.
And he's
But
got.
hopefully that's my kid.
And he comes over. And he comes over once a month for Sunday dinner.
Eh?
And to finger bang you.
Nah, you know, this getting a bit wild. Isn't it? What's wrong with his head?
I don't know. I think he's been
Finger
actually
banging.
thinking about this too much. Like I think he's actually
He's reminiscing
thought
when
about
he's
this
young.
before.
I think he has.
Or someone's put it off on the table.
Nah, I just got a very
24 pound
random
bang at
thought
the
process. Oh, shit.
He's probably the one putting up the money.
Shit. That's weird, bro. But then there's those guys who like the cuckold thing, innit?
What?
Is it cuckold?
Cuckold, yeah.
Where they just watch their girl get violated.
No.
Some people genuinely like
Yeah,
that.
that's actually a fetish.
I could be the person violating somebody's woman
Yeah,
easily.
but like
I could be sitting there happily seeing my woman.
some there's
What's it like wives or was it?
like you
Yeah,
like your
wife.
wife,
Okay.
and it's not even like swingers where you're like swapping wives and blah blah blah. It's like
Jesus there
you're
watching.
there watching your woman, your wife. Not even like girl or chick, your wife. So this is long thing.
The mother of
Getting
children.
slonged about.
There's a lot of freaky people out there.
Yeah, there's some.
So it wouldn't surprise me, but me personally, nah, I couldn't.
I can do it.
I feel sick.
I can do it.
I didn't see them.
Definitely. I don't see the appeal to it, but I'm not them in it.
Yeah, true.
They probably think that I'm weird.
East
Yeah.
Road.
Everyone lived their own movie, innit? Just don't bring me in. No guest appearance. Wow, guest appearance. Beating the girl. But you said you would as well.
I was thinking something else.
Oh. Oh, so
Right, I'm
You
gonna
sure?
sign out on that.
You should show me that.
Sign out.
yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
cool. And that's Smoke Break Podcast number 31,
32.
32.
Why do you always fuck up at the end?
Don't watch me. I'll do what I want. Alright. Yeah,
Alright.
so we're signing out anyway. Smoke Break Podcast. Make sure you
trim
follow
his
us.
old big balls.
Do you know what I mean? Showing off his head top.
Get me.
Like,
Fresh.
Is it shiny?
Fresh. It's not shiny. It's on 0.5, mate.
That's a no. That is greens. I like it though.
0.5, that mate.
Yeah,
Down to a fade.
I suppose I still get that.
Just about. Like the thing is when they take it
Did
down
they,
to 1.
did they even need to touch the front?
Did he even touch it at all?
They touch it.
With a brush.
They clean it up.
Get that dandruff off. There you go.
Oh,
There's the trim.
shut up.
You know the ones where it's low already, so they have to get the comb and the razor.
Oh no, the pick thing is like pluck it.
Now you know some mad thing. They to make sure when they're cutting it low, yeah, they shape it before they trim it
Oh nice.
to make sure the thing's straight. Because when you trim it, because it's so low,
Yeah,
shaping
yeah.
it might be a myth.
Mm.
So they shape it, then trim it to make sure the thing's blessed before they, new things, get me?
Right.
Okay.
Because obviously if you've got a lot of hair, you can shape it and then...
I've never had that.
It'll come one day. But
No,
anyway,
no.
right.
Never.
Shut up. We're signing out. Peace out.
Peace.
Yeah.
What?